Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just gonna do some feeding out here in the garage today and go out in the backyard, and if all goes well, I kind of have a special needs false chameleon who I can't get her to gain weight, so I got some of that Nature Zone dewormer. You know, don't know if it's going to work or not, but what I'm going to try to do is feed her as well as a night anole out here in the garage. That'll be towards the end. Try to feed them some canned cockroaches just to see if I can prompt them into getting some nutrition into their bellies, because they're both very finicky eaters and they're both very thin. So long-term captives, had them both for several years, and it's just an ongoing issue I had with them. But let's definitely feed some folks that I know will eat right off the bat. So on the menu, all the spiny iguanas, the Hondurans, we'll get some, all of them anyways, we'll get some collard greens, some bananas, some sweet peppers chopped up, and some shredded zucchini. And there's Lucky, she's getting her banana. Everything today's been sprinkled with some calcium and a multivitamin. So I do that. I don't do that at every feeding, but at least once a week they get supplemented. When I'm doing the multivitamin, I give them just plain calcium without added D3. And when I'm just doing calcium for the indoor stuff, I'll do the calcium with D3. But they got a multivitamin today, so I did not add the calcium with D3, just plain old calcium. So let's see here. Obviously you guys, maybe you heard Bosk scratching at the glass. Now these guys are very food motivated, so I'll crack that one. And I gotta clean my glass because they blow salt out of their noses. Stay over there, Bosk. T-Matt, hey, come here. T-Matt, come here. Look. There you go. And let's go over here and get this before Bosk runs over and scares her off her dish. Hey, big boy, you hungry? Get that banana. There we go. And that is your bowl. I want to, at least, I give Bosk and Tiamat their own bowls. I want to make sure she gets plenty to eat. She's the one who lays eggs, whether they're infertile or not. It taxes the body, so I want to make sure she gets plenty of calcium. They love bananas, but they also eat the sweet peppers and all that stuff. They'll eat greens, but they're not huge fans. Hey, bananas. Hi, guys. You guys know it's feeding time. There's my little girl. She's brave. The boy is still a little bit on the shy side. Come here. You gonna eat? I know you're gonna eat. Look at you. Get that chunk of banana. Good job. Come on, big boy. You get over here and eat too. Come on. I know you're hungry. Come on. And there's the other little girl up there on top of the nest box. Here you come. Good job, buddy. Come on. Come on. That's my boy. I gotta come up with names for these guys. It's good job. I'll get you a little collard green. All right. You eat up too. Get in there and eat. She looked awful skinny earlier in the week, so I pulled everything out to see if she had laid eggs. There was no eggs. I think she was just thinning down. All right. You guys eat. No, don't get scared away. All right. Here's the can of roaches I was talking about. Let's make sure you can see those. What are these? Is this Zoom Ed, Flukers? I don't know which one it is. I don't have my glasses on. Exoterra? I don't know. One of the brands. But anyways, we're going to do this here in a minute. This is from Mango. I'm going to set this over here because he is out basking. And I got to do some cleaning, obviously, but I'm going to feed him first because I got some egg chopped in there with it. It's going to be messy. So I'll feed him and then I'll do my cleaning. But what else do we have over here? Oh, can't forget our little aquarium out here. And I don't know if you guys can see him. Let me touch my screen here. There's my Royal Plecostomus right back there. And I give him some zucchini periodically. Whoa, I almost knocked over my whole thing of fish food. But my little makeshift lid I have on here. So we'll set you there for a minute. Stick my hand in the water. Make sure my lights don't go sliding. And pull out my veggie clip. One hand on the camera, one hand. Boop, just like that. And then we'll put you back in the water. And he's nocturnal, or she, more active at night, so I don't expect to see the royal pleco come over and start feeding while we're out here. My gold severum, who's in here, will pick at that, so we might catch that, but he or she is a little shy. This tank's only been set up for not even a month yet. I had some of the leaves, and that's what caused the water, the tannins to come out of it. I can't remember the name of them. There's all kinds of leaves that you can put inside aquariums. People get them for shrimps. People get them when they want to try to add some tannins and acidity to the water. So that's what that's about. And of course, we cannot forget the tortoises that are inside. So got to give them some water. Give them water every day. We have collard greens. We have some zucchini chunks. We have some sweet pepper chunks in here. And oh, and I also have, you guys got to let me fill up the food bowl, you goobers. Soaked or moistened orchard grass pellets that everything is mixed up with to make sure they get the natural grass. You know, that's what they're supposed to be eating, is grass and haze. But in captivity, you know, we're so used to giving them produce, but I just want to make sure I try to mimic what they're supposed to have as best as possible. And the rest of this we'll give to Indy. And Indy definitely needs a water change. But as you can see, there's cypress mulch, and I also put Timothy hay and grasses on the bottom so they can graze throughout the day, every day, just like they would in nature. Like when Indy's in the backyard, she is constantly eating grass. So, and of course I've mixed some calcium and some multivitamin in with this as well. Here you go, big girl. And let's go ahead, when we come out here, we want to spot clean. Get the poop out of there. I'll dump all that out later. Let's make sure she can see her breakfast. There we go. Let's pop our heads over here. All 5 of them are chowing down. That is awesome. Okay. Let me go wash my hands, and I will be right back. Oh, there's our gold severum that I was telling you about. Didn't see him picking at the zucchini, but he does. I've seen him in the past. But anyways, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back, and we will check in on Mango. All right, I'm back, and as you guys know, in my last video, we set up this awesome Vision Model 734 enclosure for Mango's cool temperature habitat, since he can't be outside year-round out here in Virginia. And he has eaten many times. However, this will be the first time that I've tried to tongue feed him, and I'm coming from this side and not this side because I want to be able to, you know, close up the doors and get out of the way and all that good stuff. So we'll see how this goes. Don't make too much of a mess. Hey, Mango. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's dripping in the water. Hey, buddy. Again, first time tongue feeding since he's been inside. Hey, Mango. Hey, buddy. Take it nice. Come on, you know you're hungry. This is weird. You don't want it? Huh. Doesn't smell bad. Let's see. Let's try a piece of chicken gizzard. Maybe I shouldn't have mixed the egg up in it. I don't know what's going on. I am a bit perplexed. Mango, you hungry? Okay, well, he might just not want me sticking the tongs in his face. So I will do what I've been doing, and I will set this right there, because that's where I've been feeding him, in that exact dish. This is the first time, again, I put a raw egg in there from the backyard hens that we have. And I don't know, it doesn't smell bad. And usually monitors don't care about that kind of thing anyway. They'll eat carrion, they'll eat all kinds of stuff. Let me try one more piece. See if maybe he just doesn't like me messing with him. Come here, buddy. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this up, and we'll see if he'll just chill out there for a second while I go through the, let me put this over here in the sink, wash you off later. All right, are you gonna let me, well, let me not get ahead of myself. So the first thing we'll do is we'll drain the tub. And we'll do that under here. And here is my spray solution of diluted chlorhexidine, which I will spray all that down with as soon as the tub drains. So I'm going to set you right there. Let me go over here on my very messy tool bench, which is 1,000 times better than this garage is used to look. I'll get me some paper towels. I do need to get a bucket, and I will fill it halfway up with hot water. Out of the way, so let's see. Hi, big boy. Let's get as much of this down here as we can. You doing all right, buddy? Oh, it's okay. You're okay. Good thing about these GoPro mounts is I can wash this all off after sticking my hands in relatively nasty water. Hey, buddy. Let's prep our work area here with some chlorhexidine solution. And this is, you know, people spray this in wounds on animals, so it is, you know, if I don't get it all off, it's not going to hurt them. I'll spray some on the glass too, because I got to clean the glass. But it's just an antiseptic. So now he's very chill. If you guys will remember when I did the last video and I talked about how I had to get him with gloves and wrap a towel on him and pull him off the screen. So he very well could be, I wouldn't blame him if he was super wary of me, obviously, but I'm only not even 2 feet away from him. Sliding glass door wide open. He's fast. I don't want to jinx myself, but he could dart out of this enclosure in a heartbeat if he wanted to. All right, our hot water's almost ready. Just about a half bucket there. Ooh, come get my workout in. 8.6 pounds to the gallon, or 8.2 for fresh water. I can't remember what it was, but so that's full. I'm gonna need 2 hands to get that out of there. So let's just set you right there. Hey, buddy. All right. Okay. We'll dump this. We'll put it back. Dump our hot water in. Doing video of it. And now I will get my paper towel. Whoa. And we will. All right. Clean up his mess as best we can. And again, I am, right here with him. Keep an eye on him though. You're all right, bud. And then I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna shut this. I think he's being remarkably calm for me being all in his enclosure like this. We'll get all this stuff off. Okay, we'll push this one back over there. Oops. I should have went ahead and had this filling up while I was doing running my mouth, but then you put some warm water, fill that up. Let's go ahead and see. Hey buddy, you're okay. You're okay. See if we can get as much of this out of here as we can. You're okay, Mango. You're okay. Mango, you're okay. You're okay, buddy. Let's take this brush. You're okay, big guy. He is looking. You're all right. Let me check my GoPro, make sure she's still running okay. Yeah. It's all right, bud. All right, water's almost ready. Let me go ahead and turn this valve off. I'm gonna empty this. I'll get this out of the way here in a minute. Let me get ready to dump the water in there. Oh boy, okay. Okay. Set you right there. Ooh, okay. Nice warm water for you to get in there, bud. All right. There you go. Nice pool of warm water for him, should he want to get in it. And we'll go ahead and shut the glass. So you're all right, buddy. Dump the dirty water. Get that back under the drain. And that, my friends, is how it's done. That was the whole plan for his water area, how to keep it clean, how to make it manageable, how to make it a sizable enough water container that he can get completely in and submerge. So I think it's working out great. I am going to want to add another dual to the what's it called? The screen area in the back there that's jutting out. I can put a dual ceramic heat lamp like that one there. I'm going to put a 60-watt ceramic heat emitter in there and a 75-watt halogen bulb, just to give him some more warmth at night. So it'll be two 60 watts that run 24/7, and then obviously all the lights are on timers. But I think I've told you guys before, I do have a mini split out here. The temperature is set at 72 degrees, so you know it doesn't get any cooler than that. Let's check in on everybody. Everybody's pigging out. Andy's pigging out. So now we will attempt. Where did I put my cockroaches? All right, I'm losing my mind. I showed them to you guys, and I set them down somewhere. Oh, there they are. I'm blind. So I'm gonna slide this open, and I'm gonna go get all my stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the Zoomed brand can of cockroaches. All of the major reptile husbandry producers have stuff like this. So this may be a little tricky since he's way over there, but we'll see. I did get him to eat some canned not cockroaches, grasshoppers the other day, but he ate about 6 of them, but I had to really pester him. Almost, you got to get him to like want to bite you. And that guy is not very sturdy. Let's try one that might be a little sturdier for me to, there we go. The female, she's a pig. She'll eat superworms, she'll eat crickets, she eats everything. This guy, and I've had him for a few years now, and I got him as a rescue, and he's always been thin. Come on, buddy. So I'm gonna quit talking, and when I come back, hopefully we've got some successful video, or I cut to it was not successful. Okay, so I don't think he likes the taste of the cockroaches. I will definitely get some grasshoppers, some canned grasshoppers, and show you guys that. He does eat blueberries. I'll put some chopped blueberries in there. So he is eating, but I just need to get some protein into him. But the cockroaches seem to just fall apart when I pinched them. The grasshoppers did not. So we're not gonna let these go to waste. Let's feed some guys I definitely know will enjoy a little protein treat. Come here. There we go. All right, who's next? And we'll get Bosk and Tiamat and Lucky some here in a minute. Get that one. Not my fingers. Oh. Here, we'll put them over the salad in case they fall. And I'll try to save a couple for that false chameleon I was telling you about. Here. You gonna let her get some, you little pig? Here. There you go. Alright, the big boy went in the back. Let's give Lucky some and Bosk and Tiamat. Got my finger there, little girl. There we go. Hi, Lucky. Watch your fingers. There we go. Yeah, these roaches are just falling apart. Come here. There you go. That one. Good job. So, spiny-tailed iguanas are omnivorous. They're much more insectivorous when they're little, when they're juveniles. And as they get older, you give them more salads. And then just protein on occasion. So we'll let her gobble all that up. She's got no problem. Alright. Lucky, Lucky, Lucky. No, you're not Lucky, you're Tiamat. You're Lucky's mom. There you go. Bosk, what you doing up there, big boy? And she darn near ate all of her salad, which is awesome. So gentle. Let's see. Hey, buddy. You hungry? Oh, there we go. Trying to get them with the tongs. There you go. Little roaches. Okay, Matt. Oop. All right, I'm going to keep the rest of them to try to get to that false chameleon later. So, other than some fresh water for the tortoises and checking in on Mango later to see if he ate, he has not moved since we did the water basin change. I will be back shortly and we'll see if we can get that false chameleon to eat some of these cockroaches that love to fall apart. See you in a few. So although it's been really cool, Boris and Lana, that's Lana, my female Russian tortoise, they've been coming out during the day on these nice sunny days, and by cool I mean at night. It's supposed to get up to the 70s today, so I'm gonna give her some food And then we'll put some over here. I'm sure Boris is underneath there. The same thing that the leopards get, sans the orchard grass pellets, since they're out here. They'll eat weeds and whatnot. I don't know, does he? He may or may not. Nope, there he is. He's under there. See him under there? He may run over here and start eating. But hopefully Lana will start to eat. And I think she will. And let's go ahead and feed Jugger now. I've reached out to some friends at the Virginia Zoo to see when they quit feeding their much larger alligator snapping turtles that are kept outside year-round. And they've went down to about once a week now, and they said just, you know, if they're not hungry, they'll not eat. So let's see if Jugger is interested. And I just click this under the water, make some noise, and he usually knows what it means. So if he's hungry, and I put some pond food in here for the minnows, but it doesn't look like they ate it, so maybe they're slowing down. So let's see if my boy or girl is going to come over here and want to eat. I love the look in the sand where you can see where his tail, where he crawls around the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but and eventually I'm gonna get all of this these floating plants out of here, because they'll die off, and I don't want them to decay in the water too bad. Where you at, big boy? Oh, maybe he's slowing down. And of course, he's on that side over there underneath the plants. Let's see if we can put our eyes on him. There's his tail. Was his tail. Now, there's my boy. He just didn't hear us or see us. The last couple of times I fed him, he's latched onto the end of these tongs and would not let go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this camera down. I'm gonna feed him, and then when we come back, we'll try to get that Cuban false chameleon to eat some of those roaches. See you shortly. Alright, so as promised, this is the product that I'm using. It's Nature's Own Worm Guard for control of internal worms and parasites. Supposed to expel worms and parasite and increases appetite, so I'll definitely, when I get some canned grasshoppers, I'll try that with that nitinol out in the garage. But all I did was, it's very strong smelling. I just sprinkled a little bit on the lid that the roaches came in, and so I'm gonna get a roach, dab it in some of that, get my little false chameleon out, and see if I can get her to eat some roaches with some of the worm guard on it. I know she's a female. False chameleons are easy to tell because the males have post-anal scales and the females do not, but she also laid some duds. So she laid some infertile eggs because she's always been by herself, not with another false chameleon. She does have a female anoles smollett roommate. That is the last nitinol that I hatched, though she's about a year old, so it's been a while since I've had any of my adult night anoles lay any fertile eggs for me. So let's give this a shot. Come here, skinny girl. So here's my skinny girl, and you can tell, you know, I don't like seeing hip bones like that. So let's see, I'm gonna attempt to do this not with the tongs but with my fingers. So I just got a little, oh, these things are slippery. Got a little powder on there, and let's see, will you take a bite? Yeah, she ain't down with the roaches either, but we're gonna try. And sometimes with these guys, you just you're making for a bad movie star. Face the camera. Here. Open that mouth. And you can get bit doing that, but it's what you gotta do sometimes to take care of your animals. Can you swallow it? So these roaches fall apart super easy. I should have tried grasshoppers. Let's grab another roach. Get a little powder on there. And they're slimy. Come on, you. Come on, pretty girl. I'll quit bothering you. Just give me one more bite. She doesn't eat the can of snails, even though they're snail eaters in nature. You know, they don't have shells. Did you swallow that piece? She got a piece in her mouth. I think she's going to swallow it. You can do it. Come on. Let's go butt first. There you go. All right. I don't try to do this for too long because it is stressful. She will take crested gecko diet out of a syringe, and so the next thing I'll do, not for this video but maybe a future video, is I'll mix up a batch of crested gecko diet. I'll put some of the worm guard in there along with some multivitamins and some calcium, and I'll get her nutrition that way. So it's not like I haven't been feeding her, she just does not eat as well as I would like for her to. All right, so well, I was about to say I think that's going to do it for this video, but I do have a surprise for you guys. Not really a surprise, it's a surprise for me, but let me put her up and then I'll show you what we got new back here in one of the aquariums. Alright, so first off, please forgive the glass. This is a mom and dad pair of green severums, and I don't know if you can see the babies. See the babies swimming around? And so there's still several dozen babies in there, and mom and dad are very protective. Oh, they're all around the sponge filter in the back, and they will not let me use the algae magnet, and they will not let me stick my hand in there. I had to put a sponge on the tidal power filter, and boy were they not happy. They were attacking me. So look at the babies on the driftwood over there. So I'm not doing anything special as far as removing the babies. Oh, and there's a bunch of them all in the gravel. But I just want to show that to you, so please forgive the glass. It's not that I don't want to clean the algae off of it, they just won't let me. Yeah. And I believe that'll do it for today's video. So until next time, take care, and please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.